Hello everybody, and welcome to a newer series. And I'm making a character in Final Fantasy 14, and so is the other person who's playing with me.
It is me, Miaharpy. Hello. And I'll be today's healer. Well, currently DPS because I am going Scholar. And that requires me to be Arcanist.
Yep. And so we get some little cutscenes. So we're playing on the Phoenix server, which is a European server, but all of our friends are there. So, you know, playing on that. Looks like this is the same cutscene as before. Well, yeah, it would be. This is them.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Basically, Emily played as Arcanist before, but this time she's going to be a Marauder.
Yep.
Yeah, we decided.
Yeah.
Basically, we decided to have one of us be tank and one of us be healer, and we should start in the same area. And the only way to do that is a nausea.
Yep. I feel this is a little bit louder than I like that.
Think.
Have to
Adjust it.
yeah, I'll have to adjust it. Next episode. I can't do that this episode without the volume mixer popping up in front of everything. I really don't want that, so, you know, I can do that.
My character's so cute. The characters in this is always so cute.
Yeah. What is it you're playing as again?
As a Mikote, well, again.
Mikote,
because
I thought. Okay, actually, I have to put up the volume mixer and lower the sound for Final Fantasy because it is really loud. Oi, you alright, lass? Hey! I remember being on this boat before. It's the Grizzled Passenger.
But yeah, if anything, Square Enix knows how to make nice or cute or cool characters. Well, you know, allow you to make those kind of characters at least for MMOs.
Oh yeah, I like the character creation in this. It's a lot better than the character creation in World of Warcraft, which is what I'm used to playing. Brennan's the name.
Yeah, though in my opinion, they should have more hairstyles, but they have been working on more hairstyles anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, when I get into the game to play, I'm just like, how many hairstyles are there? I mean, seriously? Because like in World of Warcraft you had a choice from like 10 hairstyles. Each of the races has had like 25 hairstyles to choose from. It's just like, how many hairstyles are there? It's gonna take me like half an hour to make a character. That's just because of the hairstyles.
Well, basically, I love how you can choose what kind of hairstyle you want. And usually in MMOs, where it doesn't give you much of an option for hairstyles, it bugs me.
Yeah. You wouldn't like World of Warcraft then?
Yeah, I try to remember, oh yeah, you know the Old Republic, right? Star Wars The Old Republic, the NLO?
Yeah.
When I played the beta version, I was very disappointed with the character customization because there was hardly any, like, choices for hair, for face. it's like, how can we customize our characters to like way we imagine when we can't get something that's relatively close to it?
Yeah.
But yeah, this game does a good job for the hairstyles, at least, and edit your face.
They have a good set of races too. Like you've got the humans, you've got like the giant guys. I can't remember the names. You've got the Mikote.
I call them Rose. I call them Rose because it's just a short name of their race name, but. Yep. And then there's a Lalafell and the Elven, and the newest is Aura. But you need you need Heaven Sword for that.
Yeah. Although I have to admit that the cutscenes here at the very beginning of the game are a little bit long.
Yeah, but that's one of the things I love about this game is the story.
Yeah, I don't mind story. It's just like the opening cutscene takes like 10 minutes just to get through.
Yeah, it would probably bother regular gamers who are mostly fond of MMOs. But this kind of helps new players to get into it. And it shows, it basically tries to get you into the story pretty early on.
Right. I should have chosen no on this. Yeah, so this is your first trip to Limsa? I clicked yes, I was like, wait a minute. Oh well. Yes, doesn't change too much. I want that outfit.
Yeah, we haven't really decided much on crafting. However, I'm most likely going to craft our stuff on my regular player character.
Yeah, she's got a character named Leon. It's a Mikote.
Leon Morikawa, yeah. And he's level 60 in as a scholar, and basically he has level 50 in everything except for the new classes.
Right.
Which is going to help us. So I can make ourselves high quality gear when, well, pretty much whenever. Probably going to do so before we hit the dungeons.
Yeah.
Because we really, well, you don't really need high quality gear for dungeons, but mostly it makes it easier on everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. I will agree to that one.
Basically, there has been times when it is a tank or healer's gear that kind of destroys the whole dungeon run. Either one or both. If they're poor excuse of gear or not wearing the right kind of gear, it just ruins the whole dungeon, and you can't even finish it or beat the final boss.
Yep.
And there were times when I did the dungeon, right? And basically I play mostly as a healer. We kind of wiped once. I forgot if it was accidental or not, but right afterwards, the tank's gear all broke.
Oh jeez.
That means he hasn't been taking care of his gear, and not really paying attention to it. Yeah. And it's probably the reason why we got the wipe in the first place, really.
Probably.
I'm not really entirely sure if very damaged gear kind of reduces stats or not. Never really checked.
I don't think so. At least it didn't in World of
I don't-
Warcraft. But I mean, if the tank's gear is that far away from breaking, that means he's not paying attention to his gear either way. So he probably didn't have the right gear for tanking.
Yeah.
I've had that before when I was tanking in World of Warcraft. I had a lot of points where I was like, okay, I'm playing as a tank, but I really don't have the right gear. Which was really hard, because you'd be playing, like, let's say you're playing a tank character, and you're leveling and everything, but if you didn't get tank gear, like, there was a lot of rules that were, like, player enforced. Like, they weren't actual, like, World of Warcraft rules, but they were, like, player rules. It's like, you couldn't roll on gear that was, for, like if you were a tank, for example, but you were doing a dungeon as DPS because you didn't have tank gear, you couldn't roll on tank gear. I was like, I can never get tank gear because, you know, I can never roll on the tank gear. And so I can't tell you how many times they got kicked from a party because of the fact that I didn't have I was playing the DPS, and I was trying to trying to get tank gear and everything, so it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I just missed the disable tutorial thing. Oh well.
It'll pop up again while you're on.
Yeah, it'll pop up the next time that I get it.
Mostly on this game, for dungeons and sometimes trials or raids, basically for loot. If the loot that drops are for like a specific class, you can roll a need. But if you don't have the class for it currently equipped, you can always click on greed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could greed roll, like, tank gear and stuff like that if you weren't a tank. But it was still like, okay, then I have to hope that I get it, whereas, I'm doing the dungeon to get tank gear so that I can go back to tanking. It's like, hey, I need this for my tank gear. Does anybody mind if I take it? You're not allowed to roll need on that. It's your off spec. Okay, I guess I'll play as a tank, except that I can't play as a tank because I don't have the gear for it.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Well, if that's the case, then that's when you had to go to crafting and make your own gear.
Yeah, but crafting in World of Warcraft,
is a lot different. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you did blacksmithing, you got stuff that like enhanced your strength and stuff like that, which is good for like a DPS. But none of the blacksmithing stuff helped if you were a tank class. And that was, if you're playing like a Death Knight or a Warrior or something like that, you use like plate mail, chain mail, etc. And stuff like that requires you to have, gear that you would get from blacksmithing, basically. Except that you could never get the kind of stuff from blacksmithing that you needed to do tanking. So you either had to do the quests, which if you've done the quests before, they become really, really boring. The like 6th time you're doing all the quests. Or you hoped that you got something in the dungeons. On the other hand, when I was playing my healer, I always got whatever gear I wanted, because you can heal at any level with any gear, and that is really helpful. So
So have you finished with the cutscenes yet?
I'm still working my way through it. I just now talking to Better so just have to get through the Better stuff. Put your scroll right there. A fine name it is. Yeah, I know nothing really about I don't know too much at all about the naming conventions, so I just use the name of my characters from stories and things like that I've written. So I don't have any clue as to what my race's actual naming conventions would be, but I use Ilana Elendil because it's Elven. So
I forgot I had to do the side quest in order to do the main quest, and it wouldn't let me go down the lift. It's like,
yeah.
why am I not going down there? It's like, oh.
Yeah, well, it's because you're in the cutscene area still, technically. The starting area.
Yeah,
So,
we kind of discovered that pretty early on.
Yep. Once you get down the stairs, then we can like add each other and stuff like that. This includes the introductory game tutorial. An adventure to the city of Limsa. And now I should have to do. I just have to start the quest here. And flowers. Just have to get that, and I have to get the quest from Better over here. And then I think I can leave this area. At that point, I think we can meet up.
Okay. I'll be at the big aetheryte crystal, the giant one. I think you'll be able to find my character just fine.
Right? It's a Lockulent, they'll treat you well. I love how they like hand you stuff without actually handing you anything. But their hands are like curled as if they're holding something. It's like, really? You couldn't animate an item in their hand? Whatever.
It's actually because of emote. Instead of just having the item in your hand, they just make you use the emote.
Yeah. It's just like, he's like, here, give this whole Oculent to somebody, and it's just like, it's not even, there's nothing even in his hand. So, alright, I'm out of the starting area. I'm down in the Limsa lower decks. And this looks like a good spot to end the episode for now. Next episode, we will attempt to actually meet up with Mia's character, and also pick up these peculiar herbs that are all over the place. So, yeah, if you've been enjoying, please feel free to subscribe, please feel free to leave a like, and feel free to check out our Patreon to help us out. And we'll see everybody next time. Keep calm and plenty on, everybody.
Bye bye.